Dragons, and welcome to the April edition of Inside the Dragons. In this episode, you're going to hear about our Weber Elementary student who received a letter from the president. Also, our safety committee has been hard at work, and we put together a safety summit in collaboration with many community agencies that support our students and staff in our continued mission of safety for students. Our high school continues to impress. Our robotics team reached the World Championships in Houston, and then also we had a forensic student who won the state championship in extemporaneous speaking. Enjoy the episode.
It's a regular occurrence that a Lake Orion student writes a letter to the President of the United States. For Annie Kay at Weber Elementary, she felt passionate.
So I was doing a polar bear thing in class, and I realized that plenty of polar bears are losing their lives because of climate change and global warming and pollution. So I decided I wanted to write a letter to the president and see if he could have helped.
We were working on opinion, persuasive writing, and just like how even children can change the world a little bit at a time. And I guess she just took it one step further.
So Annie sent the letter and didn't think much about it.
I don't know. She's got a lot of good ideas all the time, and we helped her put it together, and she got like a seal and stamp set for Christmas. So we lit the little wax thing on and melted it on there and put it in the mailbox. And yeah, we figured he'd probably write back, but it might take a while, and kind of forgot about it. We were actually in DC a few weeks ago and saw his helicopter, and so it's exciting.
When her family was visiting Washington, D.C. over spring break, they saw the White House from a distance and the president fly overhead in his helicopter.
We did, and we kind of joked like, oh, you should go knock on his door and ask him if he's going to respond. So, yeah.
Then, on Monday, April 17th, Annie returned home from her running club, as usual, opened the mailbox, as usual, and screamed.
Yeah, yesterday I got home from my running club, and I went to the mailbox. My neighbor was getting home, and I started screaming, so he looked at me in a funny way, but yeah.
The cream-colored envelope was addressed from the White House and had a personalized response.
I looked in it, and it said almost the exact stuff that I said to him. So, and he was talking about how he is going to help and change it. So,
no, it does not happen every day, and they often will write me to change their seats or to get a class pet, or they write to the principal to ask for a longer recess or something. But she had told me she had written the president, and I was like, did you really write the president? And then I asked her mom, and she said, yeah, she really wrote the president. So I said, if you ever get anything back, please let us know. So yeah, she showed me this morning, and I was so excited.
Receiving the reply from the president was a major step. Her family was very proud, but not surprised.
And just last week, she spoke at the school board meeting, so we've got that, and then then this, and yeah, she's gonna go somewhere one day for sure.
I have a secret area in my room where I keep special things, and I'm probably going to put that in there.
Well, I would say already I'm hearing the buzz around the classroom that everyone wants to write the president now. So I think that's just the lesson that even someone that's only 9 years old can change the world a little bit at a time. So I think it's a very powerful message.
Absolutely. I think that it helps students and teachers understand that we can make a difference in the world. This was an opinion writing, and so we sent it on to the president to share our concerns, and then to get a letter back as a third grader is just really, one, shows the power of all people, even as young as a third grader, on how we can make a difference in the world. It was super exciting for staff and for Annie that this got a feedback from the president of the United States.
On the evening of Monday, April 17th, Lake Orion Community Schools hosted its first Safety Summit in the Performing Arts Center of Lake Orion High School. The public was invited to meet with numerous community groups offering information in the lobby, including North Oakland Community Coalition and Orion Area Youth Assistance.
Well, we're really thankful that everybody was able to be here tonight, and the excitement around coming and being supportive of our students was really contagious, and there's been a lot of planning that has gone into this, and as you can see, there's a number of community resources that are here to support students and our school system, and so just many thanks, not only for tonight, but a lot of the work that we've done around the preventative strategies and the physical plans of our schools was really made possible by the bond in November of 2018, and so that work will continue because of the support of the community.
At 7 p.m., school staff and local law enforcement gave a presentation on the ways the district is trying to make all of Lake Orion schools safer.
So at 7, we'll actually have a formal presentation. We're going to have a couple segments on prevention and then one on response. I basically will MC and kind of work us through the event. But again, we're talking about the things that we are doing and to support kids, as well as the different strategies to keep students safe. And then we'll get into the response part of it if there ever is call for emergency responders.
If you missed the Safety Summit or would like more information, the slides from the presentation are available to view at lakeorionschools.org/safety.
The Lake Orion High School Robotics program has a long history of success and achievement. This year's team soared past all of them. After winning multiple competitions during the school year, Team 302 took a bus to Houston for the World Championships in mid-April. There were 619 teams, and LOHS competed in the Curie division with over 78 other teams. They ranked 14th after that and won their division with an alliance to advance to the Einstein field, and their alliance ended up 3rd overall.
Definitely make it to Einstein, and walking out of that kind of tunnel like they do, in football with the steam and the lights and the chanting and the clapping, and it really felt like, this is the championship. Like, we finally made it. This is what the weeks and the months of preparation has prepared us for.
So Houston was a very, very, very fun experience. There was a lot to do at Houston. I know I personally attended some conferences held by other teams where I was able to expand my knowledge on fundraising, sustainability, improving advocacy efforts in our community and beyond. I know that I gained a lot of very, very nice information from the World's experience. I got to collaborate with some other teams from Holly, Michigan. I collaborated with a team from Southern California. That was really fun. And then I got to interact with other teams from Michigan who were coming to the World Championship, and we were all sharing that experience together.
Team 302 also received the Sustainability Award for the first time, celebrating a team that has a sustainable program and a strong business plan. This was a unique group, pushing the program to greater heights.
I think this year we were moving as a team unit. Everyone was unified in our goals. Everyone knew what we wanted to achieve. We were all very, very determined as a group, as a unit. We were a family almost. We're one team. We're not 6 separate sub-teams. We are one 302 family.
When we first started, once we finished the planning process and we knew kind of what we wanted the robot to look like, that's when we knew that we were going to be a strong group and that we were going to work well together. Of course, we faced our challenges, but we faced it together and we faced it as a team. And I think that's what made us stronger. Through comp after comp, it just got better and better when we got, closer as a whole team.
Lake Orion High School landed a state champion during the forensics finals on April 29th through the 30th at Wayne State University. LOHS senior Yvonne D. competed in extemporaneous speaking and finished in first place, earning perfect scores from 9 of the 11 judges.
It's really gratifying because you know that you've been working towards it for the entirety of the last 2 years. Last year I also went to states, however I only made it to semifinals. But this year, coming back at it, knowing that all of that effort, all of that work, all of those invitationals that I've been to, the practice rounds, the actual things that I've done and the trophies I've won, they finally paid off in this one title of state champion. It's really, really gratifying. It's something completely fantastic.
Yvonne also earned a $1,000 scholarship from the Michigan Interscholastic Forensics Association. It took Yvonne time to embrace forensics, but he's glad he did it, and it paid off.
Well, forensics originally came about because one of my friends, Christine Choi, convinced me to do it through much toil and trouble, because she kept saying it ever since freshman year, and I've always said, no, I don't want to do this. And then I tried it out last year, and it was actually really, really fun. And I was doing it under Mr. Whiteley, and he really did a lot of the teaching that helped me get to where I am now. And as a whole, this season was pretty smooth, even though we didn't have as much mentorship guidance. However, we still went on, we competed, and we got titles. We have, I think, 3 different sweepstakes trophies for the high school that we got in just this year alone.
And to give a little bit of weight on what that means is that Yvonne and Christine Choi scored so high at the competitions that they beat out other schools that brought kids to compete. So they scored high enough in their competitions to earn Lake Orion trophies in those competitions.
Thanks for watching. Looking forward to a great finish to the school year. See you next month, and go Dragons!
Inside the Dragons is produced by the Lake Orion Community Schools in partnership with Orion Neighborhood Television. For up-to-date news and information about the Lake Orion Schools, visit our website at lakeorionschools.org and watch us on Comcast Educational Access Channel 22 and AT&T UVerse Channel 99.